Hey everyone! So, you've just experienced the dreaded dye transfer. Your favorite jeans have bled all over your other clothes. Don't panic. In this video, I'm going to share some simple and effective ways to deal with this frustrating problem. We'll cover everything from preventing future dye bleeds to removing those stubborn stains, so you can get your clothes looking their best again. Let's get started. Hey everyone, so your jeans have bled dye? It's a frustrating situation, but don't worry, we can tackle this. Let's dive into the main causes first. Sometimes, it's simply down to the quality of the dye used in the manufacturing process. Cheap dyes, unfortunately, are more prone to bleeding, especially in darker washes. New jeans are the biggest culprits here. That vibrant color is often less stable than it seems. Another common reason is washing your jeans incorrectly. Washing them in hot water, or with other brightly colored items, can definitely cause dye transfer. Overwashing, even with cold water, can also contribute to the problem over time. Think about it, you're essentially rubbing the fabric against itself, and that friction can loosen the dye. And finally, the type of fabric itself plays a role. Some fabrics are just more prone to bleeding than others. Certain blends, or even the way the denim is woven, can affect how well the dye holds up. Now, let's get to the solutions. First things first, if you've just noticed the dye bleeding, immediately stop the wash cycle. Don't try to salvage the situation mid-wash, you'll only make it worse. Once the water is drained, carefully remove your jeans and rinse them thoroughly under cold, running water. This helps to remove any excess dye that's still loose. The key here is cold water. Hot water will only set the stain and make it harder to remove. After rinsing, you can try a few different methods depending on the severity of the dye transfer. For minor bleeding, a simple wash with a color-safe detergent in cold water might be enough. Make sure to wash your jeans separately, to avoid further dye transfer. If the bleeding is more significant, you might need to use a color-catching sheet. These sheets are designed to absorb excess dye and prevent it from staining other clothes. They are a lifesaver for this kind of situation. Another option is to soak your jeans in a solution of cold water and white vinegar. Vinegar helps to set the remaining dye and prevent further bleeding. Soak them for about 30 minutes, then rinse thoroughly again with cold water. If all else fails, and the dye transfer is really bad, you might need to consider taking your jeans to a professional dry cleaner. They have specialized techniques and products that can often salvage even the most stubborn dye bleeds. Remember, patience is key here. Don't rush the process, and always prioritize cold water to avoid setting the stain. Taking your time and following these steps carefully will give you the best chance of saving your jeans. Okay, so your jeans have bled dye. It's a frustrating situation, but don't panic. Let's tackle this step by step. First, we're going to talk about rinsing. This is crucial to get as much of that excess dye out as possible. Don't just throw them in the washing machine. Start by rinsing them under cold, running water. I mean really rinse them thoroughly. Turn them inside out, and work the fabric gently, paying special attention to any areas where the dye seems most concentrated. Keep rinsing until the water runs mostly clear. This might take a while, maybe even 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how much dye transferred. You'll know you're getting there when the water starts to lose that intense color. Don't rush this part, a good rinse is the foundation for success. Next up, drying. Now, you absolutely cannot put these jeans in a dryer right away. The heat will set the remaining dye, making it almost impossible to remove. Instead, lay them flat to dry. Find a clean, well-ventilated area, maybe a clothesline outside or a clean, dry surface indoors. Make sure the jeans are spread out completely to allow for even air circulation. Avoid direct sunlight, as this can also affect the color of your jeans, potentially fading them unevenly. Let them air dry completely. This could take several hours, maybe even a full day depending on the humidity. Patience is key here. Finally, let's check the results. Once your jeans are completely dry, carefully examine them. Check for any remaining dye transfer. If there are still noticeable stains or discoloration, you might need to repeat the rinsing process. If the dye transfer is minimal and you're happy with the result, you're good to go. But if you're still seeing significant dye transfer, you might need to consider other methods, like using a color remover product. But we'll cover that in another video. Remember to always check the care instructions on the label of any color remover product before using it. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful laundry tips.